Today we're going to be doing third grade worksheet lesson 15. So let's start off by finding the elapsed time using the clock. Number one, the start time is 10:10 a.m. and the end time is 11:40 a.m. So we see here that both times have a.m. in them. So we can just subtract the end time by the start time to find the elapsed time. So 40 minutes minus 10 minutes is 30 minutes. And 11 minus 10 is 1. So 1 hour and 30 minutes passed. Number two, the start time is 7:15 a.m. and the end time is 9:30 a.m. 30 minutes minus 15 minutes is 15. And 9 minus 7 is 2. So 2 hours and 15 minutes passed. Number three, the start time is 5:30 p.m. and the end time is 9:10 p.m. So let's get to 6 p.m. So it's easier for us to subtract 9:10 from 5:30. So to get to 6 p.m., we can add 30 minutes. And now we have 6 and 9:10 p.m. 10 minus 0 is just 10. And 9 minus 6 is 3. But then we have to add this 30 minutes. So this would be 3 hours and 40 minutes that passed. Now let's move on to the right side of this section, which has both AM and PM. So number 6, the start time is 10:45 a.m. and the end time is 12:25 p.m. Now again, let's get this minutes, this 45 to just be 00. And we can do that by adding 15 minutes. And once we do that, it becomes 11. And we still have 12:25. So 25 minus 0 is 25. 12 minus 11 is 1. And we have to add the 15. So 125 plus 15 minutes is 140. Number 7, the start time is 11:25 p.m. and the end time is 1:30 a.m. So again, we're gonna get this minutes to 0 by adding 35. Now we have 12 and we still have 130. 30 minutes minus 0 is 30. And the difference between 1 o'clock and 12 o'clock is 1 hour. So 1 hour and 30 minutes plus 35 minutes is 2 hours and 5 minutes. Okay, now moving on to finding the end time using a clock. Number one, the start time is 8:10 a.m. and the elapsed time is 1 hour and 25 minutes. So we can just let's add the minutes first. So 10 plus 25 is 35, and 8 plus 1 is 9. So the end time is 9:35 a.m. because we didn't go past 12 o'clock, so it stays a.m. Now, number two, it starts at 6:40 a.m. and the elapsed time is 1 hour and 20 minutes. 40 minutes plus 20 minutes, that becomes 60 minutes, and 6 hours plus 1 hour is 70. 60 minutes is the same thing as 1 hour. So we can just get rid of this 60 and add an hour to the 7. So it becomes 8 a.m. Now, number 3, the start time is 4:35 p.m. and the elapsed time is 1 hour and 25 minutes. 35 plus 25. 5 plus 5 is 10. 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 60. And 4 plus 1 is 5. We have 560. And again, 60 minutes. That just translates to an hour. So the 5 becomes 6 p.m. Now let's do the right hand side of this section. So number 6, the start time is 11:45 a.m. and the lapse time is 1 hour and 30 minutes. 45 minutes plus 30. 5 plus 0 is 5, and 4 plus 3 is 7. 11 plus 1 is 12. Since this is greater than 60, that means at least an hour has passed. And to find out how much, we do 75 minus 60. So we have 15 minutes left. And that would mean we add an hour to 12. So it becomes 1:15 p.m., not a.m., because we see that it's past noon, so it's p.m. Number 7. The start time is 10:10 p.m. and the elapsed time is 1 hour and 45 minutes. So 10 minutes plus 45 minutes, that's 55 minutes. And 10 hours plus 1 hour is 11:55 p.m. Number 8, the start time is 9:35 p.m. and the elapsed time is 3 hours and 15 minutes. 35 plus 15. 5 plus 5 is 10. 3 plus 1 is 5. 9 plus 3 is 12. So we have 12:50 a.m. because it passed 12 o'clock. Now moving on to completing the table of Amy's schedule. And let's zoom out a little. Okay, so we have Amy's afternoon schedule, and we have to find either the elapsed time or the time that it took for her to do the activity. So number 1, the time passed was 3:45 to 4:05 p.m. And we need to find the elapsed time. So to do that, we just subtract the end time from the start time. 4:05, 3:45. Actually, instead of like subtracting like this, we can just find that we can just find when 45 becomes 00, and that becomes 00 when we add 15. So it becomes 4. And the difference between 4 o'clock and 4:05 is 5 minutes. And we have to add this 15. So 5 plus 15 is 20. And for number 1, 20 minutes has passed. Number 2, the time passed is 4:05 p.m. and the end time is 5:10 p.m. So let's get this 5 minutes to become 00. And we do that by adding 55 minutes. So it becomes 5 p.m. And the difference between 5 p.m. and 5:10 p.m. is 10 minutes. So we do 10 plus 55, which is 65 minutes, or 1 hour and 5 minutes. Now, the elapsed time is 25 minutes and the start time is 5:10 p.m. and we have to find the end time. So we just add 25 minutes to the minutes. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. And we just drop the 5. So number 3 is the end time is 5:35. Number 4, the start time is 5:35 p.m. and the end time is 6:05 p.m. To get to 6 o'clock, we would have to add 25 minutes. And that would become 6 o'clock. And the difference between 6:05 and 6 o'clock is 5 minutes. So we add 25 plus 5, which is 30 minutes. So that's the answer of number 4. And number 5, the start time is 6:05 p.m. and the elapsed time is 20 minutes, and we have to find the end time. So 6:05 plus 20. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 0 is 2. You jump to 6. So the end time is 6:25 p.m. And that's all we're going to do for today.